Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to News Cycle on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I'm Uyi Agumofwebe. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times 276. You can download the Global TV Nigeria mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. We sincerely apologize for bringing the news cycle behind schedule. It was due to a technical challenge occasioned by some unforeseen circumstances. We appreciate your understanding. Operatives of the CP Special Assignment Team of the Delta State Police Command have busted the hideout of some suspected kidnappers in the state, while a suspected kidnapper was nabbed with one AK-47 rifle, guns and 13 rounds of 7.62 mm ammunition recovered. The State Police Public Relations Officer, SP Bright Edafe, disclosed this in a press statement made available to journalists in Warri. The statement noted that on March 26, 2025, the operatives led by the team's commander, ASP Julius Robinson, during the trial of some suspected kidnappers, extended their investigation to River State. The Federal Capital Territory Police Command has cautioned members of the public, particularly youth groups and hiking enthusiasts, against embarking on campaign and hiking activities without notifying security agencies. FCT Commissioner of Police Ajao Adewale emphasized the security risks associated with such outings, particularly in remote and unsecured locations. The police command further advised members of the public, especially youth groups, organizations, and hiking enthusiasts, to take necessary precautions before engaging in camping and hiking activities. Let's turn to the nation's northwest, where Zamfara State Governor Dauda Lawal has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to promoting culture and tradition in the state. He made this known at the Gulso Emirates Durbar celebration, which made a grand return after years of suspension. Our correspondent Godwin Sunday brings us details.
After years of absence, the Salah Durbar celebration made a grand return in Gusau, Zamfara State, drawing large crowds and dignitaries, including Governor Dauda Lawal and other government officials. The event, marked by a colorful display of horsemen, local hunters, and drummers, showcased the rich cultural heritage of the state. Speaking to newsmen after the event, Governor Dauda Lawal expressed joy over the successful revival of the Durbar, describing it as the first of its kind in the state. He assured that next year's celebration will be more elaborate, reaffirming his administration commitment to promoting culture and tradition.
Honestly, I can't express how happy I am seeing how people are happy. Everybody came out to celebrate our culture. This is really great. This is the first time of its kind, and I can assure you next time it will be much better than what we've seen today.
The Emir of Gusau, His Royal Highness Ibrahim Bello, emphasized the importance of sustaining the Durbar festival. He called on well-meaning Nigerians and individuals to support the less privileged, stressing that poverty remains a root cause of insecurity in the region.
Some of the youth that are making this arrogant attitude is because of poverty, and poverty can lead to anything. So what we are saying, if they have not been to school, the government can create a kind of job which they can do, so that at least that will save them.
The return of the Durbar festival is seen as a major milestone in reviving cultural traditions in Zamfara State, fostering unity and boosting tourism. Godwin Sunday, reporting for Global Television News.
Well, thank you, Godwin. Governor Monday Okpebholo of Edo State has pledged to compensate the families of the 16 slain hunters who were allegedly murdered by a vigilante group at Uromi in the state while on their way to Kano. He made the pledge when, in the company of his Kano State counterpart, Governor Abba Yusuf, he paid a condolence visit to the families of the late hunters at Torankawa in Kano State. He said the state government is making arrangements to provide compensation to all the victims affected by the incidents, as well as commended the people of Kano State for remaining calm despite their situation. President Bola Tinubu says his administration has removed the Federal Capital Territory from the Treasury Single Account TSA to expedite development and enhance resident participation in governance. The president, who received the territory's residents at the presidential villa for homage, led by its minister Nyesom Wike, explained that the bureaucracy associated with the TSS system was hampering infrastructure growth in the capital city and had to be reviewed for impact and progress. Ramsey Enoch has details.
President Tinubu highlighted that freeing the Federal Capital Territory from Treasury single account restriction has swiftly catalyzed infrastructure improvement, enhanced healthcare services, as well as increased security measures. The president therefore urged more tolerance, broad-mindedness, and patriotism.
All I need to appeal for is the tolerance that got us this far. We had the lessons of Ramadan. We must continue to abide with that. We must continue to share. You must continue to remember those less privileged people, the orphanage, the widows and widowers, the have-nots, believing that we can share both in joy and in time of need. And we can believe that Nigeria is greater than any one of us, including myself as the president.
The FCT Minister Nyesom Wike pledged his loyalty to the president and pledged to develop the capital city, assuring that the FCT will soon complete many projects.
As we approach the second anniversary of your administration, we're excited about the array of impactful projects that we have lined up for commissioning. These projects designed to improve infrastructure, economic opportunities, and overall quality of life stand as evidence to your administration's commitment to national development.
The Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu, Minister of Information and National Orientation Mohammed Idris, among others, attended the ceremony. Ramsey Enoch reporting for Global TV News.
Ramsey Enoch, the reporter. The Pan-Niger Delta Forum, PANDEF, has commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for assenting to the South-South Development Commission bill. In a statement by its national chairman, Ambassador Dr. Godnozi Gali, the forum also lauded the National Assembly for its swift and diligent passage of the legislation. The statement noted that the decision reaffirms the federal government's commitment to ensuring equitable regional development across the country. Let's turn to Imo State now, where Governor Hope Uzodinma has called on the Muslim community in the state to support government's efforts at promoting peace, unity, and security. The governor made the appeal during a special Salah banquet held at the government house in Owerri, the state capital, in celebration of Eid al-Fitr. Our correspondent, Amarachi Ibe, now reports.
Speaking at the event, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma congratulated Muslim faithful on the successful completion of Ramadan and urged them to remain committed to fostering harmony and contributing to the state's development.
To celebrate together, to demonstrate the level of religious harmony in Imo State, to demonstrate brotherhood and the essence of living together, to show tolerance and show love to each other.
He assured the community that his administration is dedicated to fairness and inclusivity and promised to address their concerns. The governor also called on them to collaborate with security agencies in tackling crime.
Help the government to fight crime. Help the government to stop violence. learn how to tolerate each other. We don't want disunity among the Muslims. We want you to be united. We want you to love yourselves. We want you to work together. We want you to do only those things that the Holy Quran allows.
In response, the chairman of Imo State Council for Islamic Affairs, Bashiru Wakwe, and the Sarikin House of Imo State, Awal Baba Suleiman, commended the governor for his inclusive governance. They also presented him with a portrait as a gesture of appreciation.
So happy because in your administration, you have never left an inch without carrying the Muslims along with you. Your Excellency, on behalf of the Islamic Caliph family and the Muslim Right and the Muslim Council of Imo State, may I present this present to you.
The Salah banquet strengthened the government community ties and reaffirmed the administration's commitment to inclusivity and development.
Through your administration's dedication to security, business-friendly policies, and inclusive governance, you have reaffirmed that Imo State is a land of opportunity for all who reside lawfully within its bounds.
From Government House Owerri, Amarachi Ibe, reporting for Global TV News.
Interior District, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan says she would not back out on her plan to return to her constituency for the Salah break. In a statement issued by her media team, the senator also urged her supporters to disregard speculations making the rounds that she has cancelled her scheduled visit. Meanwhile, the police have asked Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan to cancel her planned Salah rally in Kogi State Central Senatorial District. Kogi State Commissioner of Police Mila Dantawaye stated that the rally goes against the state government's recent ban on political gatherings. And just to bring our viewers up to speed, the Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan is already in her senatorial district, and the whole of social media is agog now with pictures of all of the supporters who have crowded around her. We'll keep you posted on developments right there on the ground in Kogi Central Senatorial District. Let's turn to other stories for you now. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Hassan Bala Abubakar, has commended the dedication of the air component of Operation Fansanyama to the nation's security. Bala Abubakar gave the commendation in Katsina in the 2025 Salah luncheon with the personnel of the 213 Forward Operating Base and Air Components Operation Fansanyama. He was represented by the Air Officer Commanding Special Operations Command, Usman Abdullahi. Angry residents of Ochukpo in Benue State have taken to the streets in protests against the rising cases of killings and kidnappings in the area. The demonstrators, chanting protests and songs, blocked major roads, demanding urgent action from the government and security agencies to address the growing insecurity. They lamented the frequent attacks, describing them as a constant occurrence. Edo Governorship Election Petition Tribunal will tomorrow deliver judgments in the petition filed by the People's Democratic Party and its candidate, Asue Ighodalo, against the September 21, 2024 governorship election in Edo. The PDP and Ighodalo are challenging the decision by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to declare Senator Monday Okpebholo of the All Progressives Congress, APC, the winner of the poll. They alleged that the election was marred by irregularities. You're watching the live broadcast of News Cycle with Uyi Agumofwebe. When the rest of the news returns, Aino emerges FA Cup top dribbler. Details coming shortly, plus business and foreign stories on the other side of this break. Do stay with us. Thank you, everyone, for staying with us on the news cycle here on Global Television. The second stretch of the news now returns with business, where Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry, LCCI, has urged the federal government to ensure that the newly approved $500 million loan by the World Bank to Nigeria is transparently disbursed to small businesses and vulnerable communities as intended by the borrower. The Director General of the Chamber, Dr. Chinyere Almona, said it acknowledged the loan was given to Nigeria under the Community Action for Resilience and Economic Stimulus Program of the World Bank, noting that the facility is aimed at supporting small businesses and vulnerable households who bear the brunt of the nation's economic challenges. Asian and European markets squeezed out gains, clawing back some of their recent hefty losses. Though sluggish sentiment and increased uncertainty saw gold hit another record high as Donald Trump prepares to unveil sweeping tariffs. Investors have been rushing to position themselves for the U.S. President's Liberation Day on Wednesday. We'll take a break now on the news. When we return, the rest of the broadcast will come your way. Do stay with us.